Hello and welcome to Inside Indiana Business. I'm Gary Dick. Central Indiana finally getting into the film game. Visit Indy, the Indy Chamber, City of Indianapolis, the Central Indiana Community Foundation, all partnering on a 2-year, $300,000 marketing initiative, Film Indy. The goal is to position Indianapolis as a production-friendly city for movies, TV shows, commercials. For more on this new plan and the possibilities, we turn to Central Indiana Community Foundation President and CEO Brian Payne, and also noted producer and film writer, director with credits including Hoosiers and Rudy's, Angelo Pizzo. And gentlemen, welcome to the program.
Thank you. Great to
Brian,
be here.
I'll start with you. $300,000 collaborative effort. You obviously feel as though there's real potential here. What is it? Why do this?
Well, we think there is a niche to get some small-based commercials, documentaries, other kinds of sports-related movies as a start, as a restart, really. And then why we're doing it at Central Indiana Community Foundation is we believe that if Indianapolis is going to be a great city, and it is, but we want it to be greater, we need to be the home of creative professionals. Yep. We need to be a great home for artists and film producers and directors and writers and production personnel, because if we're not a home where you can actually thrive in a career as a creative professional or an artist, then we're not going to be a very creative city. And we know in the 21st century, we need to be a creative city.
This is going to be housed at Visit Indy,
yes.
The tourism organization. How will collaborations, the City of Indianapolis is involved, CICF involved as well?
Well, Mayor Ballard has been a big fan of this initiative. Together we did a lot of research. We hired some local people to really go deep and look at other cities and see whether this is going to pay off. And we became convinced that it is going to pay off. It's going to pay off immediately with economic development and new production, and it's going to hopefully position us for greater things to come and hopefully some greater collaborations.
Angelo, you've been very passionate about this whole issue of state support incentives that many other states provide for the film industry. You testified before the Indiana legislature a number of years ago. As you look at this idea, your thoughts?
Well, it's a great first step, and that's creating an attitude, an atmosphere that says to outside production that we're a film-friendly place, to creating opportunities for the local creative entrepreneurs, as well as things like film permits, which are very well organized in a lot of states and are not organized here. But this is, as I said, a first step. What we really need is tax incentives too, because we're one of only 10 states out of 50 that don't offer any incentives whatsoever. And I'm part of a group now that's putting together a new proposal that in about a year we will put before the legislature a bill that will put us at least on some competitive level, if not all the way competitive level to states around us.
Yeah, so you make a revisit there. Now, how about the potential, in your view? Can Indiana attract movie production, commercial production, those types of things?
Well, absolutely. I mean, think about it this way. First of all, we have great media schools at Ball State and Indiana. Now, everybody who graduates from those schools, in order to do any work, have to go somewhere else. And that doesn't necessarily mean they're all going to Hollywood or New York. They're going to Cincinnati, where Ohio has a 35% tax credit. They're going to Chicago, which has a 30% tax credit. There is a lot of work done that's not Hollywood, feature film, studio kinds of things. Think about the number of channels. Think about the travel channel. Think about all of the various hours of television that are 500 channels every day that we turn on. Right. And also think about the corporate films. Think about commercials, on and on and on. Yeah. I think there are many companies in this state that are shooting corporate commercials, but not in Indiana. Yeah,
Brian, you feel as though economic impact potentially, but also that whole quality of place, quality of life issue, and being able to kind of put that out, that megaphone.
Right, and we're a big believer that you have to get in the game. So we're getting back in the game, and then maybe the game will grow, and there'll be new opportunities, and it'll give Angelo and his group maybe a greater sense of momentum of what they want to do, which we're fully supportive of. Yeah. But you got to make a first step, and this is a significant first step.
Yeah, what's next? I'll give you the last 30 seconds, Angelo. Hoosiers and Rudy, of course. My All-American, you directed that movie. What's next for Angelo Pizzo?
Well, I would really like to shoot a movie here in Indiana. And I'm going to say one other thing. If we had the opportunity to shoot Hoosiers today, any company that's putting money into that would not allow us to shoot in Indiana. because they would move us to either Ohio or Illinois and find like locales. So that's
Interesting.
another
Yeah.
reason. I think that people recognize, and I think it's a great part of tourism, are those two movies, Rudy and Hoosiers.
All right, Angelo Pizzo, Brian Payne, thanks very much for some great perspective.